Hello and welcome back to
Native Flow English Podcast.
We're so happy you're here with us today.
I'm Leo.
And I'm Tina.
We want English to feel useful, clear, and friendly, so you can use it in daily life.
Today's topic is very important for many learners. We're talking about how to meet new people in English.
This is such a useful topic. Maybe you move to a new city. Maybe you start a new job. Maybe you join a class, travel, or meet people online. In all of these situations, you need simple English to start a conversation.
That's right. Many learners know grammar, but they still feel nervous when they meet someone new. They think, what do I say first? Or how do I keep the conversation going?
Or sometimes they only know how to say hello and then nothing, just silence. Very long silence.
Yes, and that can feel uncomfortable. But the good news is that meeting new people in English does not need to be complicated.
You don't need perfect English. You just need a few natural phrases, some confidence, and a friendly attitude.
In today's lesson, we'll show you how to start a conversation, ask simple questions, talk about yourself, find common interests, and continue the conversation naturally.
We'll also talk about what to say when you feel shy, what to do when the conversation gets quiet, and how to end a conversation in a polite way.
So, if you want to feel more confident when speaking English with new people, this lesson is for you.
And if you enjoy learning with us, please like this video and subscribe to the channel.
Don't forget to turn on the bell, too.
That way, you won't miss our future lessons.
All right.
Let's get started.
Hi, Leo. How are you today?
I'm good, but a little tired.
Oh, really? Why are you tired?
Because I went to a community event last night, and I talked to a lot of people.
That actually connects perfectly to today's topic.
I know. I did research by being socially tired.
That is a very Leo sentence.
Thank you. I try my best. How are you today?
I'm doing well. I feel fresh because I had a quiet morning, I made tea, reviewed my notes, and answered a few messages.
That sounds calm. My morning was less calm. I could not find my keys.
Again?
Yes, they were in my jacket pocket.
Your keys are always somewhere very surprising.
I like to make life interesting.
What did you do this weekend?
Let me think. On Saturday, I met an old friend for lunch, and he brought 2 coworkers. So suddenly, I had to meet new people and make conversation.
How did it go?
Pretty well, actually. At first, I felt awkward, but then we started talking about music and food, and it became easy.
That's a great example. A conversation often becomes easier when you find something in common.
Exactly. And on Sunday, I went to a bookstore. I didn't plan to talk to anyone, but I ended up chatting with a guy in the travel section.
About books?
Yes, and also about maps, trains, and why travel bags are never big enough.
That sounds nice. I had a quieter weekend. I visited a small art market on Sunday afternoon. I spoke with a few local artists, and it reminded me that simple questions can start very natural conversations.
Like what?
Things like, did you make this? Or, how long did this take? Very easy, but very effective.
That's true. Sometimes we think we need amazing words, but we really don't.
Exactly. Many people are not afraid of English. They're afraid of starting.
Yes, the first sentence is the hardest part.
And that is why today's lesson is so useful.
Speaking of starting conversations, please teach me how to sound friendly and normal.
I can do that.
Good, because I don't want to begin every conversation with, "Hello, I am a human person."
Please never say that.
Noted.
Okay, Leo, let's begin with a simple question. Is it easy for you to meet new people?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no. If the situation feels natural, it's easier. But if I have to walk up to someone first, I get nervous.
I understand that. Many people feel the same way. Starting is often the hardest part.
Yes, because you don't know what the other person will say. You think, what if they look busy? Or what if I sound strange?
Exactly. But in many situations, people are open to friendly conversation. You just need a simple beginning.
So, where can people meet new people in English?
There are many places: at work, at school, in a class, at the gym, at a cafe, during travel, at community events, or through friends.
I think classes are a great place. If you join a cooking class, language class, or art class, you already have something to talk about.
That's true. A shared activity makes conversation easier. You can ask simple questions about the class.
Like, is this your first time here? That sounds natural.
Yes, very natural. You can also say, have you taken this class before? Or, what do you think of the teacher?
That's useful. At a workplace, maybe you can say, "Hi, I'm Leo. I'm new here."
Perfect. That is one of the most useful phrases. Hi, I'm Tina. I just started this week.
"Oh, I just started this week" is great. It explains why you don't know anyone yet.
Exactly. It gives context, and it also invites the other person to respond.
What does invite mean here?
Here, it means it gives the other person a reason or chance to say more. For example, they may say, "Oh, welcome," or "What department are you in?"
I see. So a good first sentence helps the conversation move forward.
Yes. Let's talk about simple introductions. What do you usually say when you meet someone for the first time?
Usually I say, "Hi, I'm Leo." Then if it fits the situation, I add something small, like "I'm a friend of Daniel," or "I'm in the evening class."
That's very good. Clear and simple. I often say, "Nice to meet you. I'm Tina." Or, "Hi, I'm Tina. I don't think we've met before."
Oh, that one is very polite. I don't think we've met before.
Yes, it sounds friendly and not too direct.
What if I forget someone's name right away? Because this happens to me a lot.
Then you can be honest and polite. You can say, "I'm sorry, can you say your name again?" Or, "Sorry, I didn't catch your name."
Wait, what does "I didn't catch your name" mean?
It means you did not hear or remember the name clearly.
Ah, good. That sounds more natural than "I forgot" immediately.
Yes, much more natural.
After the introduction, what should people say next?
A good next step is small talk.
Small talk is one of those phrases learners hear a lot. What does it mean exactly?
Small talk means light, simple conversation. Not deep, not serious. You talk about the place, the event, the weather, the class, food, music, or something happening around you.
So small talk is like opening the door.
Exactly. It helps people feel comfortable.
Can you give some easy small talk questions?
Of course. How do you know the host? Have you been here before? What brings you here today? What do you usually do on weekends? Are you from this area?
Those are really useful. I also like, "How's your day going?" It feels easy and relaxed.
Yes, that works well in many situations.
What about if you were in a class and everyone is waiting to begin?
Then you can say, "Hi, is this seat taken?" After that, maybe, "Have you been in this class long?" Or, "What made you join this class?"
What made you join this class? I like that because people can answer in different ways.
Exactly. Good questions are open. They give the other person room to speak.
Open questions. Can you explain that simply?
Sure, an open question needs more than yes or no. For example, "Do you like this class?" can be answered with yes or no. But "What do you like about this class?" gives a longer answer.
That makes sense. If you want a real conversation, open questions help a lot.
Yes, they help the conversation grow naturally.
I think many learners worry about sounding boring.
That's true, but you don't need to be exciting. You just need to be interested.
Oh, that is good. Not exciting, interested.
Exactly. If you ask good questions and listen well, people usually enjoy talking with you.
Listening is very important. Sometimes people focus so much on their next sentence that they stop listening.
Yes, and then the conversation feels less natural. Good listening means you react to what the person says.
Like, "Really? That's interesting. Oh, I've never tried that. I do that too."
Perfect. Those little responses show attention and interest.
I use "really" a lot. Maybe too much.
It's okay if it sounds natural. You can also say, "No way," but that is a little more casual.
Good point. What if the other person says something you don't understand?
Then you can say, sorry, can you say that again? Or, sorry, what do you mean by that? Or, I'm not familiar with that word.
I'm not familiar with that word sounds useful and polite.
Yes, if you are learning English, that sentence can help a lot.
I think many learners are afraid to ask people to repeat.
Yes, but it's very normal. Even native speakers ask people to repeat sometimes.
Good. That should make people feel better.
Now, let's talk about sharing information about yourself. After you ask a question, you should usually share something too.
So the conversation feels balanced.
Exactly. For example, if you ask, are you from this city? And the person answers, then you can say, I moved here about 6 months ago, or I'm from a small town near the coast.
That sounds natural. It keeps the conversation moving both ways.
Yes, a conversation is like passing a ball. One person speaks, then the other person speaks.
That's a nice image. Not too fast, not too slow.
Right. Let's imagine a real situation. You're at a friend's birthday party. You don't know many people. What do you say?
Maybe I stand near the snacks first.
Very strategic.
Thank you. Then if someone is there too, I can say, Hi, I'm Leo. I'm a friend of Sam.
Very good.
Then maybe, how do you know Sam?
Excellent. That is one of the best questions at a party.
Because everyone has an answer.
Exactly. And after they answer, you can respond. For example, oh, that's nice. Or, so you work together? Or, you've known him a long time.
And then maybe I add, I know him from college, or we met through a language exchange.
Perfect. That is a very natural conversation.
What if I'm in a cafe and I want to start a conversation? Is that okay?
Sometimes, yes, but you need to read the situation.
Read the situation. What does that mean?
It means notice what is happening. Does the person look busy? Are they wearing headphones? Are they working? Or do they seem relaxed and open?
Ah, so it means pay attention before you speak.
Exactly. If the situation feels open, you can comment on something around you. For example, this place is always busy. Or, have you tried the cake here?
I like that. It feels casual and not too personal.
Yes, starting with the environment is often easier than asking a very direct question.
What about meeting people at work?
At work, introductions are often easier because you already share a place and purpose. You can say, Hi, I'm Tina from the marketing team, or I just joined the company last month.
Then maybe, what do you do here? Or how long have you worked here?
Yes, those are common and useful questions.
I once started a new job and said, Hi, I'm Leo. I'm still learning where everything is.
That's great. It sounds honest and friendly.
Yes, and then people helped me. One person showed me the kitchen, one showed me the printer, and another showed me the coffee machine.
The coffee machine is important.
The most important.
Another useful workplace phrase is, let me know if I can help with anything.
Oh, that's a good one. It sounds kind and professional.
Yes, it helps you connect with coworkers in a positive way.
Let's talk about hobbies. I think hobbies are one of the best ways to connect.
I agree. Asking about hobbies is simple and effective. You can say, what do you like to do in your free time? Or what do you usually do on weekends?
Those questions are easy, but they tell you a lot.
Exactly. If the other person says, I like hiking, you can respond with, oh, really? I like nature too. Or, I've never tried hiking, but it sounds fun.
And if they say something you also enjoy, then you have a common interest.
Yes, and common interest means something both people like.
That is the best moment in a conversation, when you suddenly go, wait, you like that too?
Exactly. Then the conversation becomes easier and more natural.
I met someone at a bookshop once and we both liked mystery novels. We talked for 20 minutes.
That's a perfect example.
Yes, but before that I said something awkward.
What did you say?
I picked up a book and said, this cover looks serious.
That is not terrible.
It is not great either.
Maybe not, but it started something.
True. He laughed and said, yes, it looks serious and expensive. Then we started talking.
That's important for learners to hear. Your first sentence does not need to be perfect. It just needs to begin.
Yes, sometimes people wait for the perfect line, but there is no perfect line.
Exactly. Friendly and simple is enough.
What if there's a quiet moment? Many people hate silence.
That's normal. If the conversation gets quiet, you can ask a new question. For example, so what brought you here today? Or, by the way, have you lived here long?
By the way is a useful phrase.
Yes, it helps you change the topic smoothly.
Can you explain smoothly?
Smoothly means easily, without a strange feeling or sudden jump.
Got it. So, by the way helps move to a new topic naturally.
Exactly. You can also comment on something around you. This music is nice. That food looks good. This event is bigger than I expected.
I like that because it takes pressure off the conversation.
Yes, the environment can help you.
What about shy people? Some viewers may think, I'm too shy to meet new people.
Then start small. You do not need to make 5 new friends in one day. Just practice one short conversation.
That's good advice.
You can set a tiny goal. For example, today I will introduce myself to one person, or today I will ask one simple question.
I love small goals. They feel possible.
Yes, small success builds confidence.
And builds confidence means it helps you feel more sure of yourself, right?
Exactly. Confidence grows step by step.
That makes the whole thing feel less scary.
It should. Meeting people is a skill, and skills improve with practice.
I also think smiling helps.
Yes, a warm smile helps a lot. It makes you look open and friendly.
But not a strange, too big smile.
Yes, please smile like a normal person.
Thank you for that important note.
Eye contact also helps, but keep it natural.
Sometimes learners ask, what if I make a mistake in English?
Then you keep going. Most people will understand, and if they don't, you can rephrase.
And rephrase means say it in a different way, right?
Yes. For example, if you say, I am here since 3 months, you can correct yourself and say, sorry, I've been here for 3 months.
Or more simply for beginners, I moved here 3 months ago.
Exactly. Simpler is often better.
I think humor can help too, if it feels natural.
Yes, light humor can make people relax, but keep it simple and kind.
So maybe not my joke about being a human person.
Definitely not that one.
Understood.
Let's talk about ending a conversation well. That's also important.
Yes, because sometimes the conversation is nice, but you need to leave.
Right. You can say, it was nice talking to you, or I'm glad we got to chat.
Got to chat sounds friendly.
Yes. Then if you want to continue later, you can say, maybe we can talk again sometime, or I hope I see you again.
And if you really connect, maybe, would you like to exchange numbers? Or are you on Instagram?
Yes, but only if it feels appropriate and comfortable.
Right, not in a strange way.
Exactly. You can also say, do you want to keep in touch?
What does keep in touch mean?
It means stay connected and continue communicating.
That's a great phrase. Let's keep in touch.
Very useful. Another natural phrase is, it was great meeting you.
I like that because it sounds warm and positive.
Yes, and it closes the conversation nicely.
So if I meet someone at a class, I can say, it was nice meeting you. See you next week.
Perfect. That sounds natural and friendly.
What are some mistakes people make when trying to meet new people?
One mistake is asking too many questions too fast. It can feel like an interview.
Oh, yes. Where are you from? What do you do? Are you married? What are your plans in life? Too much.
Exactly. Slow down. Ask one question, listen, respond, and share something too.
Another mistake is only talking about yourself.
Yes, a good conversation has balance.
And maybe another mistake is giving up too early.
I agree. Sometimes the first minute feels a little awkward, but then it becomes better.
That's true. I've had conversations that started slowly and ended really well.
Me too. That's why patience is important.
So if the first 10 seconds feel uncomfortable, that doesn't mean the conversation is bad.
Exactly. Give it a little time.
I want to give viewers some easy phrases they can practice today.
Good idea.
Hi, I'm Leo. Nice to meet you.
I don't think we've met before.
How do you know the host?
Is this your first time here?
What do you like to do in your free time?
That sounds interesting.
Really? I do that too.
Sorry, can you say that again?
It was nice talking to you.
Let's keep in touch.
Those are all simple, but they work.
Yes, that is the main message today. You do not need difficult English to meet new people.
You just need a few good phrases and the courage to begin.
Exactly. Start small, stay friendly, ask open questions, and listen carefully.
And if the conversation feels a little awkward sometimes, that's okay. That's normal for everyone.
Yes, even confident people have awkward moments.
Good. That makes me feel better.
You should. You're doing great.
Thank you. I feel ready to go meet at least one new person.
That is a perfect start. You know, Leo, while we were talking, we used many useful words and phrases.
Yes, we did. And these are words people can use right away.
Exactly. Let's go through them one by one. First word, introduce yourself. This means to tell someone your name and maybe a little information about who you are.
Oh yes, this is the first step in meeting people.
Exactly. In our conversation, we said things like, "Hi, I'm Tina," and "I'm Leo, I'm new here." For example, I introduced myself to my new coworker this morning.
And you can also say, it's hard to introduce yourself when you feel shy.
Yes. Another example is, at the club meeting, everyone introduces themselves at the beginning.
What's your advice for introducing yourself?
Keep it short and simple. Name first, then one small detail if needed. Next word, small talk. This means light, easy conversation about simple topics.
Oh yes, small talk is not deep conversation. It's more like opening conversation.
Exactly. We use small talk to help people feel comfortable. For example, we made small talk before the meeting started.
And you can also say, I use weather and food for small talk.
Very good. Another example is, small talk helps when you meet someone new.
I used to think small talk was boring, but now I think it's useful.
It really is useful. Next word, polite. This means showing respect and good manners.
This word is very important when you meet new people.
Exactly. We talked about polite questions and polite ways to ask someone to repeat. For example, she is always polite when she speaks to new people.
And you can also say, it's polite to smile and say thank you.
Yes. Another example is, he asked a polite question instead of something too personal.
What is one polite phrase you use often?
I often say, "Nice to meet you," and "Sorry, can you say that again?" Next phrase, open question. This means a question that needs more than yes or no.
Yes, this helps the conversation continue.
Exactly. In our conversation, we said open questions help people speak more. For example, "What do you enjoy doing on weekends?" is an open question.
And you can also say, where did you grow up? That usually gets a longer answer.
Very good. Another example is, open questions are better than simple yes or no questions when you want to know someone.
I like open questions because they make the conversation feel alive.
That's a great way to say it. Next word, awkward. This means uncomfortable or a little strange.
Oh, I know this feeling very well.
Many people do. We said that first conversations can feel awkward sometimes. For example, there was an awkward silence after my first question.
And you can also say, I felt awkward, but I kept talking.
Yes. Another example is, it's normal to feel awkward when you meet someone new.
I like this word because it reminds me I'm not the only one.
Exactly. Awkward moments are normal. Next phrase, common interest. This means something two people both like.
This is one of the best parts of a conversation.
Yes. When you find a common interest, talking becomes easier. For example, we found a common interest in travel and music.
And you can also say books are a common interest for many people.
Very good. Another example is, once we discovered our common interest, we talked for half an hour.
What common interest helps you connect with people fastest?
Probably books, art, and language learning. Next phrase, keep in touch. This means stay connected and continue talking in the future.
I really like this phrase. It sounds warm.
Yes, it does. In our conversation, we used it when ending a nice conversation. For example, let's keep in touch after the class ends.
And you can also say, I met her at an event and now we keep in touch online.
Exactly. Another example is, if you enjoy talking to someone, you can say, I'd love to keep in touch.
That sounds friendly, not too strong.
Right. Next word, confident. This means feeling sure of yourself.
I think many learners want to sound confident even when they feel nervous.
That's true. For example, she looks confident when she introduces herself.
And you can also say, I'm not always confident, but I still try.
Very good. Another example is, practice helps you become more confident.
What's your tip for sounding confident?
Speak slowly, smile, and use simple sentences. Next phrase, read the situation. This means notice what is happening before you act or speak.
Right, like checking if someone is busy or relaxed.
Exactly. For example, before starting a conversation, read the situation.
And you can also say, he wanted to talk, but he first read the situation.
Yes. Another example is, if someone is wearing headphones, read the situation and maybe wait.
I think this phrase is very helpful in real life.
I agree. Next word, respond. This means answer or react to what someone says.
This is important because good conversation is not only asking questions.
Exactly. You also need to respond naturally. For example, she responded with interest and asked another question.
And you can also say, I didn't know what to say, so I just smiled and responded slowly.
Good. Another example is, a short response like, really? Can keep the conversation going.
My favorite responses are, really? And that's interesting.
Very natural. Last phrase, conversation starter. This means a sentence or question that begins a conversation.
This is very useful for today's topic.
Yes, we talked about simple conversation starters like, how do you know the host? And is this your first time here? For example, that question is a great conversation starter.
And you can also say, I always prepare 1 or 2 conversation starters before events.
Excellent. Another example is, a comment about the class can be an easy conversation starter.
My favorite conversation starter is asking about the event or place.
That's a smart choice. Let's do a quick summary of all the vocabulary.
Introduce yourself. Tell someone your name and a little about yourself.
Small talk, light, simple conversation.
Polite, respectful, and well-mannered.
Open question, a question that needs more than yes or no.
Awkward, a little uncomfortable or strange.
Common interest, something two people both like.
Keep in touch. Stay connected in the future.
Confident, feeling sure of yourself.
Read the situation. Notice what is happening before you speak or act.
Respond, answer, or react to someone.
Conversation starter, a phrase or question that begins a conversation.
These are all very practical words for real life.
Yes, and if you use them a little every day, they become much easier.
Okay, Leo, that was a lot of talking about meeting new people.
Yes, I think we just had a full social life in one lesson.
Maybe we did. Let's think about what we learned.
Yes, let's review it clearly.
First, we learned how to begin. We practiced simple introductions like, "Hi, I'm Tina. Nice to meet you." And, "I don't think we've met before."
Then we talked about small talk. We used easy questions like, how do you know the host? Is this your first time here? And what do you do in your free time?
After that, we learned how to continue the conversation. We asked open questions, listened carefully, and gave natural responses like, "Really? That's interesting." And, "Oh, I do that too."
Then we talked about finding common interests. We learned how hobbies, work, classes, books, music, and travel can help people connect.
After that, we talked about problems that happen in conversation. We discussed awkward silence, not understanding a word, feeling shy, and making mistakes.
And finally, we learned how to end a conversation in a friendly way. We used phrases like, it was nice talking to you, it was great meeting you, and let's keep in touch.
Exactly. When you break it into steps, meeting new people in English becomes much simpler.
Yes, start, ask, listen, respond, and end politely.
That's a great summary.
Thank you. I listened during the lesson.
I'm proud of you.
This is a big moment for me.
The main point is this: you do not need perfect English to meet new people.
You just need simple phrases, calm energy, and practice.
Exactly. And remember, even a short conversation is progress. Now we want to hear from you. This is our favorite part.
Yes, because your comments are always thoughtful, honest, and fun to read.
Our question of the day is, what is the hardest part of meeting new people in English?
That is a very good question.
Leo, you answer first.
For me, the hardest part is the beginning. The first sentence is always the most difficult. After that, I usually feel better.
I understand that. For me, the hardest part is keeping the conversation balanced. I want to ask good questions, but I also want to share enough about myself.
See, we have different answers, and that's okay.
Exactly. Different people find different parts difficult.
So, viewers, we want to know about you.
Please tell us in the comments.
You can write something simple like, the hardest part for me is starting the conversation.
Or, the hardest part for me is understanding fast English.
Or, the hardest part for me is knowing what question to ask next.
If you want, you can also tell us where you usually meet new people.
Yes, for example, I meet new people at school, or I meet new people at work.
Please tell us in the comments. Write, the hardest part for me is blank because blank.
Or write, I usually meet new people at blank and I want to improve my English.
This helps us make better videos, and it also helps you practice writing in English.
So please join the conversation. We really want to hear from you.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us today.
We really enjoy learning English with you.
If this lesson helped you, give this video a big thumbs up.
And click the subscribe button and the little bell.
That way you won't forget to join us for our next lesson.
We have many more easy English conversations coming soon.
And remember, you are all great students.
Yes, you really are.
Keep practicing. Remember, one small conversation can build real confidence.
And one simple hello can open a new friendship.
That's a lovely thought.
I have those sometimes.
Have a wonderful day, evening, and night.
Keep practicing, keep smiling, and keep trying.
Goodbye.
Bye, everyone.